ドールズフロントライン2エクシリウム。
Whoa. Alright, I don't think we have many days left for this, I should really try to hurry. I'd love to do the questionnaire, but not right now. I'm kinda gonna need more of this stuff anyway, so maybe I should just, like, do it. Don't know how easy it is slash isn't gonna be though. Something like this would probably work well. Go here, go across. Well. I wonder if I can get right here and hit both. Oh dang, I can't. Sure. If I had the other one, I would have been able to. I don't know how many turns. I got 8 turns, okay. It hits both. Do this. Move her up one. Do that. Okay. Do that, and then we'll use Lota to pop both of them. It looks so funny for them to have giant backpacks. See what I can do here. First things first, I think I can... Ooh, yeah, hold on, I can wipe out all these guys. This should go fine. Gonna stop there. That works. Is that the highest I could get? Legendary. Okay, yeah, that works. And I could just do this one a couple times just to use up the bonus that's currently going on right now. Or is it still going? 5 more remaining. Okay. For now, might as well just auto this another 5 more times. Okay, OBS, what is happening now? Okay, there we go. Switch to this. Go public area. Anything new in the shop? Nope, not reset it yet. Okay. Resets in 2 days. Does that mean today's Friday? I don't actually remember what day it is. Time kind of just exists for me. Idle this real quick. Let's just let this go. I was gonna check something in the meantime, see if I can find it. Okay, phone. Thanks. Why am I yawning still? I slept fine. Well, while this is going, I'm gonna just do a little bit of exercise just to get my blood flowing. Maybe that'll help. Okay. It's kinda working. Gotta try to get through all the mundane stuff. Then be able to go do the actual stuff I need to do. Which is the actual event. Just need to do 2 more of these, then I can actually go do the thing. I really should stretch more. Try to do more regular stretching. Rather than only stretching whenever I feel stiff. Because that probably isn't good. There we go. Feeling more awake. I think this is the last thing I gotta do. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good there. Get some collapse pieces from this. Milestone points from this. How much do I need more? Still need so much. I want the costume. I don't think there's a way to like improve or speed it up either. Alright. Honestly, this is a pretty good way to get these. I should really push more into that though. It resets soon. Parabellum. The wishing well. I've done all these. Still need to do that one, which I can do at any point. As much as I want to read these, kind of limited on time for these. Interdormitory, I can do that real quick. Boom, done. So I use Lotas, which is... Oh, it's the money one. Okay, I can do that soon. 4 days for this, and I haven't done any of it. Okay, hold up. I might just look up a guide for this one, I'll be honest. Actually, no. I think these are just regular battles, and you just do them, right? There's no gimmicks. Doesn't look like it.
みんなを守れるようになりたいです。たわいないわね。頑張れ、もっと。訓練の成果ね。
Wow. They're level 45 and they still don't take much damage? That's concerning, actually. Oh right, I got the double. I'm mad that doesn't kill them. Oh, that's annoying. Kill that real quick. Okay, I can still hit all of them if I stay here. Put you up here. She's still stunned. Why can't I do an action with her? Okay. It's decent stuff that you get from this, because those cores are really important. You do not get many of them. Okay, so this is a defense, huh? That should be fine. There's 3 down here, and there's a lot more up there, so... First off, we'll go here. Do that. Yeah. And then we have to use a Y2K to just see what we can do. Oh wait, right. I get the 2 moves, so I can do this, and then I'll be able to shoot again. I guess I'll focus on this one. Are you kidding me? Okay, well... I did not think they had that much movement. Okay, so let's put you all the way there. Wait. Right there. I should have put one of them here. This is annoying. Okay, that worked. So I'd say these guys are like the biggest danger because I don't think these things can jump. And this guy, of course, being a massive danger.
配置射撃準備どうってことないわ了解
I wonder if I could have aimed that better.
準備万端どうってことないわ進歩は必須よごめんね消えろどうってことないわ現実を知りなさい
Oh, great.
みんなのために
Okay. Oh, I should have moved her.
ハンデを当てるどうってことないわごめんね私が終わらせる
Okay, so far so good.
そうよ 訓練の成果ね
Huh. Let's do that. And then we'll come back around and see if we can get close enough to do it again.
降参するなら今のうちよどうってことないわ 降参するなら今のうちよどうってことないわ 了解
Actually, hold on. This, no, Sylvie doesn't have her thing up yet.
了解 今だ準備万端はい 私が終わらせる 配置射撃準備
That works.
今度は今だ
No, never mind, we're done.
勝利です本当はもう少し
Sword image. Hold up. That's for attachments. I need to go and disassemble whatever I can. These don't really matter much. Except for like being fodder, but like every single one only gives 2%. There, that should make some space. Got a lot of item boxes. Alright, let's grab these from here. We'll have to continue that simulation thing another time. Even it's very limited time, but we'll have to do it another time because story is more important of the event. Oh, ow. Okay. Vector and Michty feel their way forward in the gloom of the transportation hub. If we die again, let's not go underground again. According to the map, this is the fastest route to the Research Institute. The route above ground is too meandering. But at least we're much less likely to get surrounded and brutally killed by enemies in the dark like just now, don't you think? I didn't know our night vision was disabled. Most recent death cost us 1,500 XP, 110 ammo, and 25 healing potions. All our effort down the drain just like that. Don't just assume we're definitely gonna die. We've gone through this part before, so we can just counterattack following the enemy's sequence of attack, right? Then have you memorized the enemy's sequence of attack? Well, 2 came from straight ahead, then 3 from the left, and 1 from behind? Wrong. There were 2 enemies attacking us from behind. The one who grabbed you crawled up to us on the ground, while the one who attacked me was hanging from the ceiling. Vector feels the doll behind her shiver. That sounded like something right out of a horror game. But since you've memorized it, we should be fine, no? There's no telling if we will encounter more enemies after that. You're right. Games like this love kicking you when you're down. Seriously, this AI has really got the sadism of certain game devs down pat. Sadism? Going by your own logic, I thought this would also be a so-called essence of these games. It's only an essence after you beat the game. Before that, it's all the dead sadism. And it's just exhausting. I feel like I've reached the point where I'm just quit the game and go to sleep. But this is your training. Oh. Vector ignores the reluctance in Michity's voice and continues onward. As darkness hampers her vision, her auditory module becomes exceptionally sensitive. In this cavernous underground transportation hub, even the softest rustle sounds incredibly loud. Vector suddenly comes to a halt, causing Michity to crash right into her back. That hurt. Why the heck did you stop all of a sudden? Hush. Stay quiet and crank up your auditory module sensitivity. Why are you being all secretive? She rubs her forehead and does as instructed. Buzzing noise like the flapping of bee wings grows clearer and clearer from ahead. Is it coming from here? Victor places her hand on the wall next to her and feels her way down inch by inch. What? What? There's a vent here and the sound is coming from inside. Makes you back me up a bit. Or back up a bit. Oh, okay. There are a burst of gunshots. Something plate-like falls to the ground with a clang. Opening should be wide enough. Wait, you're going in there? I want to see what is making that noise. The sound is too rhythmic, which seems suspicious. To prevent us from encountering anything unexpected again while we're on the way to recover the supplies we've lost, we must eliminate all unfavorable conditions in advance. You have a point. This could be a hidden stage or something. Then make it quick. I'll wait here for you. Oh, the timing. Mitch lets out a massive yawn. She seems to have grown tired of being energetic. Have you forgotten who's supposed to complete our training here? I haven't. But what if we wipe in there? All our worldly possessions will get swallowed by the system again. That's why I told you not to think of them as yours. If we wipe, we'll just start again. We can start again however many times we want, since it's a game, right? I can scarcely believe Vector actually said something so reckless. I'm just doing my best to comprehend your idea of fun. After turning a few bends along the ventilation duct, the two dolls' vision becomes clearer and clearer as their eyes capture a little bit of light. At last they reach the other end of the ventilation duct. Vector dislodges the metal plate by force and light floods their vision. Metal buckets and storage boxes are scattered all around in space, which is neither big nor small. Several switches are mounted on the walls and several generators are locked behind metal fences on either side of the passage. This is the generator room? But these generators aren't running, so where's the power coming from? And what's that mechanical sound? Could it be that? Victor looks towards where Mitch is pointing and sees an electric cable traveling down the wall across the passage. Cable is connected to a glass container device. Sparkling crystal is suspended in the glass container, slowly rotating while emitting a rhythmic buzz. That's... Just as they make to approach it, the sound of a glass container crashing to the ground suddenly comes from behind them. They quickly dart behind a pillar and raise their weapons. The person who suddenly appeared behind them is currently grabbing at her own face with both hands, looking utterly terrified. I've been spotted! Is that Harpsy? It is Harpsy. Having Cabot wobbles in the air as if in protest, but it makes no sound. Spotted lab rats will be eaten. What should I do? What should I do? NPC named TMP appears to be in a state of extreme panic. She keeps pacing around the pillar in the passage manically. Then all of a sudden she stops. And calm down and think. Right, I have to find the anywhere door. If I find the anywhere door, I'll be able to leave. She looks around, her face lights up in glee as her gaze lands on one of the storage boxes. Found it! TMP steps right into the box and closes the lid above her head in one fluid motion. Victor steps forward and flings the lid open. A scream that sounds almost like a groundhog immediately comes from within the box. I can find it again, I'm getting eaten. It's so loud. Mandatory module. Victor, do something. As the scream persists in the background, two choices once again appear before the two dolls. Close the box and let her calm down. B. Use item crystal bracelet. So this is where you can use it. Victor taps the icon of the crystal bracelet on her watch and confirms that she would like to hand it over to Harpsy, who bears the name tag TMP above her head. I'm kidding, Ethan, I'm kidding. That's the bracelet. The bracelet icon in TMP's hand materializes into an actual bracelet. The side of the At the side of the bracelet, the girl's panic is immediately replaced by joy. You're okay, Oliver. You're the very picture of health. I'm so glad you didn't get eaten by monsters. Now we can get out of here together. Make sure you hold on to my hand and don't let go. TMP puts the bracelet on her wrist fastidiously. Then she gives the two dolls a solemn bow. Thank you so much for bringing Oliver. Sorry for mistaking you for scary monsters. Oliver was all I had even before becoming a lab rat. We loved going on treasure hunts in the city. Oliver said we were just picking up trash, but I often found treasures. Sounds like a scavenger. But what's the deal with this lab rat business? Then one day someone told us that he could offer us unlimited food and a safe place to live, but in exchange we must do him a small favor by trying out some colorful candies and drinks. We agreed, so that person let us stay in the cage with lots of other lab rats like us. They were all covered in sparkly crystals, so pretty. Oh yeah, that's it. Wow, thank goodness it didn't break. The jar is surprisingly sturdy. He picks up the glass container with the crystal lying by her feet and lifts it up for them to see. He said this crystal's super useful. It generates heat and power and can do anything. When I left the cage, I took some with me. As a gesture of my gratitude, I give this to you. You can also take all these. Your watch is pink with notifications. Collapsed crystal times 3. Obtained. Crystal powered flashlight times 1. Obtained. Item broken pocket watch. Obtained. This is all the treasure I have on me. Eleanor and I will be resting here for a bit. Until next time, kind strangers. Delivering her line in rapid fire mode. Tippy falls silent. Wow, she came, she monologued, she scrammed. What a perfect NPC, utterly no nonsense. Whatever the case, this... Vector waggles the flashlight in her hand. Shows that we can hand in plot-related items to NPCs in exchange for items that can help us along the way. The broken pocket watch probably also has its use, but there's no guarantee we'll run into the right NPC. Don't overthink it. We'll encounter them when the time is right. At least we have a light source now. We won't be so easily ambushed by elites that jump us from the shadows like before. But we won't necessarily beat them even if we can see them. One step at a time, I suppose. Now let's go get our stuff and continue on the city. Can finally see clearly. So many enemies lying in ambush. All units be cautioned and take care not to be ambushed again. It's one of those things. Enemy seems pretty dangerous. Maybe we should gang up on it? Agreed. Now that's what I call a tacit understanding between members of a fraternity. Huh. My eyes. Give me a second. Right, hold on. I got something that could help me a bit. Ah, my eyes. Where did my mouse go? I can't see my... Okay, it's my browser's fault. Wow. My browser's being really stupid right now. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. That covers basically half the map already done. And that's all of them done. Nice and simple. With the help of the flashlight. Hello, Midnight. How you doing? With the help of the flashlight, the two dogs promptly dispatch the invaders in the transportation hub and recover their loot. Watching her speed bar slowly grow, Mitch T lets out a long exhale. Kinda in the mood again. Something's not right. Huh? I recovered less than 2/3 of my previous XP. I saw fewer supplies than before. What about you? I don't really see much of a difference. Top of the loot, I have a feeling that something important is missing. Something important? It's also merely data here, so you shouldn't lose anything. If you lose important neural logs, your neural module would also flag it. That's true. But I'm absolutely certain that this isn't all the loot. Could be a bug. Bugs are pretty common in games. Just ask Harpsy for a patch update. Harpsy, can you please take a look? Sure thing. Leave it to me. While you're at it, also check the surveillance connection. Your voice is getting fuzzy. Okay. When they finally emerge from the underground transportation hub, the sunlight is so strong that Michty has to squint her eyes. We're finally out of the dark and miserable place. So this is the city proper of Ruina Crystallis? It doesn't seem all that different from the satellite cities we visited before. The image is taken from our neural logs after all, but there are differences. Look over there. Colorful glass pipes of varying thicknesses and lengths as far as the eye can see. Some of them lie under overturned floor tiles. Some are poking out of broken walls, while others are completely exposed outside. Most of them are cracked and broken like icicles piercing the city. I wonder what these colorful glass pipes are for. This must be the crystal pipe explosion or whatnot that the NPC Ruchi note mentioned. Crystal pipe, Ruchi. While Victor is still deep in thought, a mellow voice speaks up from behind. Those are crystal pipes, they're for transmitting crystal energy. Yep, there it is, G36K KSK. That's what Endurus is. Or uses? Endurus? Doris has appeared behind them at some point, clasped her hands and blinks, her lips curled into a prim smile. Ever since people discovered how to convert collapsed crystals into energy, the city began laying pipes made of this special material on a large scale to transmit energy to every corner of the city. The city was therefore named Ruina Crystallis, and the pipes were also named crystal pipes. These rainbow-like crystal pipes were essentially the arteries of this city. So it's these. Right, are you crystal hunters? Crystal hunters? No. You managed to reach the city proper. You may not be crystal hunters, but you're no ordinary people either. We're nothing extraordinary either. We're actually guardians. Guardians? Impressive. No wonder you suffered no injuries on your journey here. Well, that's not entirely... What is it, Vector? Feeling a tug on her sleeve, and she looks back at Vector. Don't you think there's something strange about her? Strange? Yeah, you're right. It's like ducking turned Doris in a flash. That's not what I meant. Or that's not what I mean. Have you noticed that our interactions with the other NPCs are done through multiple choice questions, whereas she's able to converse with us freely? Maybe it's just a fluke that her pre-scripted response matches the conversation? Let me try again. She clears her throat. Doris, my name is G36K-KSV, or KSK. She actually registers what we're saying. She's different from the previous NPCs. We'd better be careful. And who are you? I'm a mercenary dispatched to ruin the Crystallis to search for and rescue survivors. You're here on your own. I came with a company, but the intelligence we received was inaccurate. The number of invaders drawn here by the leaked crystal energy far exceeded our expectations. Out of the whole company, I'm the only one left. GSK, KSK, frowns slightly. Trying to gather as much of my companions' possessions as I can just to give some closure to their families. But the two dolls fall silent as I return her resolute gaze. Hold on. I need to drink some water. Okay. Something just feels off. Have you got any ideas? Not really. It's too much of a pain to think. I just want to get this over with and get some rest before Klukai comes back. Have the motivational effects of this gamification thing worn off already? Well, even a gamer girl would get bored after playing for so long. Klukai? No, nothing. You're gathering your fallen companion's possessions, you say? Have you found anything yet? No, it's like trying to find needles in a haystack. Possessions. As Hector ponders this, she suddenly thinks of the broken pocket watch. Maybe you could take a look at this? Hector taps her watch to give the broken pocket watch to G36K. Light particles gathered to form a physical object in G36K's palm, an actual pocket watch. This is... She opens the pocket watch with great care and her eyes well up with tears. This belonged to a friend, thank you. G36K turns the open pocket watch to show Menchty and Vector what's inside. Photo is engraved on the inside of the cover. The subject with blonde hair and green eyes glares at them with scornful eyes. It's well wrought. Vector eyes the hovering camera with some trepidation. It's for the plot. I hope she doesn't mind too much. Thank you. This is probably the only thing I will be able to find. I don't have anything to give you in return for the favor. Nothing at all? I thought we would gain some kind of new skill or some advancing items like an armor of revival or something like that. I'm very sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any armors for revival, but I could join you and lend you my strength. Support character G36 has joined the group. Well, G36K has joined the group. This can happen? I suppose a support character is an NPC that assists players in combat. Bingo, 10 points to Vector. Fabulous, now someone will fight in my steed. Though I wonder if this Endurance also crashes very easily. You shouldn't rely on her too much. Whether she's prone to crashes or not, you've got to complete the training on your own merit. Don't worry, support NPCs are only there to balance out the game difficulty. Oh, my eyes. Man, it is getting annoying to try to. I'm fighting for my life to stay awake. Why am I so tired? I slept fine. I was fine earlier. I couldn't even sleep more, even when I tried. What is happening? Vector appears at the smiling G36K. Then at Mechty, who is looking around with excitement and frowns. She tries to press out the sense of the disquiet she's feeling and looks down to consult the map. We're still some distance away from the research. Oh, what?
想定通りの勝利です。
I didn't click though. I didn't even get to see what it said.
これはもう少し完璧に終わら
I didn't click. It just went ahead anyway. What? I'm gonna hope it wasn't anything too important then. We got a story point here. While Hopsy's focused on checking the codes on the terminal, we're watching the surveillance feed from level 2 on the monitor. Same of her. The sight of her own portrait of the deceased Warwood crosses her arms and scoffs in distaste. Don't let it bother you. Hopsy said as much. It's all randomly generated. You saw how odd I was. Don't be ridiculous. You think I'd be bothered by that poor facsimile of me? I'm actually more curious about who's behind the design that made me exist in big data in such a disrespectful way. You're totally stamping your feet, yet you still won't admit you're angry? Don't worry, Vivi and the rest of us won't tease you about it. Who's scared of being teased? All I'm saying is the random function of the plugin could use some optimization. Oh. What is it now? They got killed by invaders again. Red turns around and snickers when she sees that you died on the screen. Our poor players. One constantly hesitates out of cowardice and the other is lazy and complacent. This outcome couldn't be more predictable. But I think they're already working really hard. No, something's wrong. Harpsy's muttering interrupts the conversation. Battle frantic typing follows. Richie and Rorod exchange a look, then walk up to Harpsy. What is it, Harpsy? What's wrong? There's some kind of anomaly in the data. The code that determines the drops is a bit different from what I wrote. It got overwritten. So that's why they didn't recover all the loot. But who would overwrite the code? I don't know. Oh, my vision. Oh, my brain. Come on. Wake up. What was that? Wait, what? Did I just... Oh, jeez. I think I just hallucinated Audie. Am I that tired? How am I that tired? I slept fine. I legit, like... I was sure I heard someone ask me something, and then... Okay, hold on. Give me a little bit of time here. Okay, I kind of died for a while. I'm sorry. uh, hold on. My left arm is like asleep. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, oh, oh! Left arm. Left arm's asleep. Oh, oh no, 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 no. Ah! Please. Alright, well, obviously input triggers pop-up windows on the screen, each bearing a large red cross that flashes continuously. The Russian worldwide who know little about programming can tell that this means the Harpsy's attempt to overwrite the code excuse me, has failed. I can't do it. The editing permissions are completely locked. I can't make any changes. Who on the outside could possibly bypass my access permissions? There? No. Could it be a virus? But I wasn't connected to any external network when developing and running the program. Don't distractions befuddle you, Harpsy. I think it's time for the two dolls lost in their fantasy and playing Guardians to wake up from their dream. Alright, I'll contact them and tell them to disconnect from level 2 right away. Harpsy clicks the comms button on the terminal, but the error pop-up appears on the screen again. Come on, arm, wake up. Comms are jammed. Jammed. Anything else that seems out of the ordinary? Let me see. Harpsy taps away on her keyboard as rows upon rows of text scroll down the terminal screen. Harpsy knits her brows. The drops aren't the only thing that got overwritten, even the neural data. Neural data. Every time they die, they lose a certain portion of their neural data. The data flow is untraceable. Could be some kind of virus. At this rate, the virus would completely take over their neural modules. What? Stay calm, you don't sabotage yourselves by panicking. Harpsy, can you handle the virus? I don't know, I tried to trace it, but the virus was probably capable of hiding its tracks, so I can't issue the command to terminate the program either. What should we do? Fortunately, panicking won't help you trace the data flow either. Calm down, Harpsy, you're one of the creators of this module and plugin. No one knows it's better than you. To be fair, Dare probably knows it better than me, but if we ask Dare for help, Kluka will also find out. Then Gator's and Harpsy's head droops instantly, but probably at the thought of Kluka. I know Kluka is scary, but Vivid Mechi's safety is more important here. I know, it's not like I don't care about their safety, I just... Seeing that Harpsy is on the verge of tears, Rod bends down and rests her hands on Harpsy's shoulders. She looks directly into her eyes. If you're certain you can't solve this issue on your own, then get in touch with Dare. Taking responsibility is indeed a daunting prospect, but remember you are not alone. Rod's firm hands may have steadied Harpsy's nerves a little. She tries to collect herself and nods frantically. So I was also a bit beside myself, so I just blurted that out without thinking. No, I shouldn't keep hesitating. I'd save the self-reflection for later. Now let's get moving. Rod cups her hands. Obviously, contact Dare. She sent a message to the commander and Kluka to explain the situation. Fessing up ourselves should spare us from the worst of the storm. Okay, got it. Alright, there. That was a little bit more progress. Maybe I should just stop there. I'm just... screwed up again today, man. I need to sleep better. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it. I'm sorry. Me having passed out just kinda... I'm already passing out again. Yeah, no, it was out for basically an hour, I think. Hold on, let me double check. How much time do I have? Okay, I still have a couple days for this. I'll have to hyper focus it the next time. Alright, anyway, thank you for stopping by. I'm just gonna end here. Good night, see y'all, peace.